Today I was reading about Jesus' Sermon on the Mount, which many people think that it was a sermon that he gave on a mountaintop to people, and which is true, and they also suspect that he probably gave the same talk in various walks of his ministry. And one of the things that he mentioned was that it's in the law of Moses that if you commit murder, that's a sin. But he said that even if you have a murderous thought or even an anger thought towards somebody, that you are committing a sin as well. And he had kind of 2 points on that. The first point was that anger is a feeling that we need to deal with, because if we don't, it only leads to more anger thoughts. It festers, and we think of kind of sinful ways, because if we're not thinking love, we're not being Christ-like. So it leads us down kind of the wrong path. But the other thing that he was talking about was that we are sinful people. He wanted to get that straight, that we are sinful people. This is why he was here in the first place, and why he was hung on the cross and sacrificed for us, is because we're sinful, and that we are not supposed to judge anybody for sins, because we too are guilty of them as well. And he was saying that it was God's place to judge, Jesus' place to, it's not our place, because a lot of times we start to think down on somebody else, or we start to point out what their sin is. And he also said, how can you judge somebody with a speck in their eye when you have an entire piece of board in your eye? In other words, you can't judge other people, because you're sinful as well. The only person that you're supposed to look at the sin and really try to deal with is yourself, because even if we don't act on our thoughts, sometimes we do have sinful thoughts. And but for me, what I thought that I would do is I would go an entire a day without even a sinful thought, not a sinful action or even a sinful thought. Just name anything, and I will be without, just because I'm going to put on and it would be fine. Just what am I doing today? That's I'm going to have a lunch, and because I got up about 11, so I'm going to have lunch about 12:30, and then I'll after that I have to go to the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, to get my car registered. Darn it! Oh.